where is the timer? Sorry. Whenever I hear Bangalore, I am like, traffic, traffic, traffic. I don't like it. I avoid. But traffic likes me. Traffic and Bangalore seem to be very synonymous. For today, let's try to discuss the more overlooked, underexplored or unearthed facts of Bangalore. Because Bangalore has more to do other than traffic. I'm sure everybody here has heard of Lal Bagh. This is the picture of Lal Bagh rock. If you ask me what's so special about it, this rock dates more than 3 million years. 3 million years ago, there was a phenomenon called peninsular gneisses, which is nothing but the formation of continental crust on the Deccan Plateau. And we Bangaloreans are so lucky that a part of that phenomena is still accessible and visible to us and is within the premises of Lal Bagh. So the next time when you visit Lal Bagh or go near the rock, look out for these signs because they are going to share more insights on the Lal Bagh rock and its creation. Moving on, I'm sure we all know about IISc, Indian National Institute of Science, which is one of the premier institute for higher engineering, science and technology. This was formed in the early 1900s, but the big question is, how did IISc reach Bangalore? Well, the concept of IISc was envisioned by a famous philanthropist and industrialist, Sri Jamshedji Tata. He was inspired by Swami Vivekananda to set up an institute for higher education. And this entire project was executed by the Odear family, namely Sri Krishnaraja Odear and his mother Nanjamani. Now the big question, how did IISc reach Bangalore? Well, the answer to this question can be heard from a person called Sir William Ramsay. He is a winner of a Nobel Prize. He was selected by the British Crown to select a suitable venue to set up IISc. And he decided to set it up on basis of two parameters. One is accessibility to power, raw materials, and second one, weather. Believe it or not, Sir William Ramsay finalized Bangalore as the location for IISc based on its weather. In his own words, Sir William Ramsay says, the site of the institute should have reference to the situation of such raw products. Its climate should be such that it is possible to work with energy throughout the year. If possible, be near some source of power. The climate of Bangalore is temperate for nearly all the year. It is neither too hot for the Europeans, neither too cold for the natives. So if you ask me what did Bangalore weather give you, the first thing is it gave us IISc. Moving on from IISc, let's move to a faraway place, that is Whitefield. People always ask me, why is Whitefield so far? Well, the answer is, Whitefield is so far because it was meant to be far. So, this concept of Whitefield was envisioned by Sir Starkenberg White, who was the visionary when setting up this colony of Whitefield. He wanted a colony for Anglo-Indians and Eurasians, and he wanted to be away from the cantonment area due to the political conditions of that era. His request was heeded by our very own Odear dynasty, who granted him more than 3,000 acres of land, which was on the outskirts of Deed and Bangalore. And the center project was executed by the Diwan of Odear dynasty, which is Sri Rangacharlu. So if today we have Whitefield for what it is, we have to thank it to this wonderful trio of Sir Starkenberg White, Odears and Rangacharlu. Now that we have traveled so far, that is to Whitefield, we can travel to any part of the world. So let's travel to the Roman Empire. Now what is the connection with Roman Empire and Bangalore? In the 1860s, when land was excavated to construct Yeshwantpur railway station, more than 200 Roman silver coins were found. Similarly, in the 1950s, when land was excavated to construct HL airport, more than 150 silver coins were found. These coins were dated more than a millennium old. These coins would have ended up in Bangalore either due to a transportation mishap or due to a direct or indirect trade link with Roman Empire, which is something probably we'll figure out in days to come. Now I think I've talked so much and I'm feeling hungry. And let me satiate my stomach with my favorite dish, Rava Idli. So talking of Rava Idli, believe it or not, it was an invention during World War II era. It was a time when there was acute rice shortage in India. One person by the name Sri Yagnanarayanamaya is the inventor of Rava Idli. He and his brothers are the founders of the famous restaurant chain, that is Mavali Tiffin Room, popularly known as MTR. When there was acute rice shortage in India, it was very difficult to have the traditional rice idlis. So Mr. Maya experimented with semolina rava and created something called Rava Idli. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka, Jai MTR, Jai Rava Idli. So whatever I have discussed today is just the tip of the iceberg. Bangalore is not an ancient city, but it has its own diverse history. Before I conclude, I have a very small request with all of you. Never judge a man on the basis of his salary. Never judge a woman on the basis of her cooking skills. Never judge Vishal on the basis of his innocent smile. But most importantly, never judge Bangalore on the basis of traffic. Thank you.